Now let us learn from Gram Uday to Bharat Uday. Under this program, farmer-oriented plans have been made to bear their losses which has been faced due to wild animal damaging the crops. So they will be building up fencing, then grass production for cattle at the time of the crisis of drought, and to help to construct cattle shelter. Then rain forecasting, discovering mineral rich regions through ultra modern satellites or drone technique. Then the maintained record of land survey. They get help in the form of availability of finance at low rate of interest for mechanization of farming. Example, a tractor, mini tractor, and they will get subsidy in the form. And construction of water tank, improving the quality of plantation crop, then testing laboratory, and making ponds, cleaning the canals, reservoir for water storage. These things will be constructed, so the farmers may get employment during the time apart from farming. At the same time, permanent property is set up in rural area. The central as well as state government has tried to save farmers from the debt by helping them through this scheme. Second is Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana. This is to give supply of electricity to the rural areas 24/7 day and night. Electricity at home and farm, setting up new electricity substations, and 18,000 villages have got the new lines to take electricity facility. So here the poor farmers may get a support to increase income. Subsidy is also provided for obtaining electricity through solar energy and to purchase solar technical equipments. This subsidiary under the scheme Van Bandhu Kalyan Yojana for all-round development of Adivasis. One means forest. So this facility is given for Adivasi women. They will be given training and guidance for livestock rearing under the Comprehensive Dairy Development Employment Scheme. So the creeper crops in agriculture and plantation, constructing pavilions, organic farming, grading and packaging, etc. Samras hostels and smart ashrams are also established. Encouragement to organic farming. In this, the farmers are getting an environment protection and reduction in expenditure in agriculture sector. This is the main objective of this scheme. The farmer is being registered by paying fees, helps him to purchase the farm product. Training and education is being done on the basis of farming. Finance at low rate is available, and even to set up a proper market, these things will be done for them, and this is an encouragement to the farmer. This is Chief Minister Village Road Scheme. The planning is done to construct the roads. Village panchayats were helped to connect villages with one another through roads and highways. Here programs like construction of toilets are also implemented. Seventh, Ma Annapurna Yojana. Under this scheme, the Antyodaya families in the cities and villages are provided 35 kg food grains free of cost per month. The other poor persons are provided 5 kg food grains at a very low rate. This program is a part of food security activity in Gujarat. As we already said, Antyodaya families are the poorest among poor. They are living below the poverty line. Their income is negligible. Eighth, we have Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana. The members of the parliament are involved in it, and they are supposed to improve education, health, employment facilities in the village adopted by them in their constituency. Thus they set up an ideal village. They are supposed to create opportunities for employment through social harmony, increase in human development, etc. The main objective of this scheme is to stop migration of the people from the village to the city. Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee. They have a popular slogan, "Our village, our work," along with reasonable price. Purpose of one person from every family is guaranteed wage employment for at least 100 days, 7 hours per day in a financial year. The government has fixed the wage rate. Accordingly, it pays daily wages. Daily wages are fixed by the government, and if it fails to provide work, unemployment allowance is paid. Rural development activities such as horticulture, land leveling, tree plantation, water conservation, cleaning of canal, etc. are undertaken. The family, the government tries is to improve their living standard under this program. Mission Mangalam. This program by state government has united the women from families living below poverty line in Sakhi Mandal or self-helping groups. They are given skill-based training so that they can have their own jobs, and they can prepare papad, pickle, agarbatti, etc. 11th is Dhatopant Tegadi Vyaj Shai Yojana. This scheme provides loan to the artisans, handicraft and handloom cottage industries at low rate of interest to purchase raw material. 12th is Jyoti Gram Udyog Vikas Yojana. The objective is to provide self-employment opportunity to unemployed in the rural areas so their income can increase, and set up industries by giving them economic help and subsidy for establishing industrial plant, implements, electricity, land, etc. With the new idea of Startup India, government has provided training, free electricity, land and economic help to the unemployed youth who are interested in setting up industry. 13th, Bajpai Bankable Yojana. Under this program, urban and rural unemployed of age group 18 to 65 who are educated till 4th standard are given training so that they can set up industry or carry out the traditional craft. They are also given finance to at a fixed amount so that they can generate self-employment. Agro Business Policy 2016, state government has implemented plan to provide employment to 10 lakh people by setting up agro food processing units, along with helping in export of processed food product so that the poverty can be reduced. Learn about unemployment. Unemployment is a situation wherein a person in the age group of 15 to 60 years is willing to work, who is in a search for a job but does not get work. Such a situation is a forced one and is against the wish of the unemployed person. The types of unemployment are seasonal unemployment. This is found in agriculture area, lack of irrigation, irregular rainfall and non-availability of alternate employment. The farmers and the farm laborer in most part of India remains unemployed for 3 to 5 months. Second is frictional unemployment. This occurs due to the change over the production technology or machinery, rendering the workers jobless for some time. Structural unemployment. Indian economy is backward and orthodox. Social backwardness, traditional orthodoxy, customs, illiteracy and lack of structural facilities are responsible for structural unemployment. Fourth is disguised unemployment. This is found in agricultural area wherein more than the required number of persons are deemed to have employed and they are contributing nothing to the total production. If a few laborers are removed from the work, there is no decrease in recorded in total production, so that extra laborers are said to be unemployed in disguised way. Fifth is industrial unemployment. If the industrial field, if anyone has to remain unemployed for short term or long term due to changes taking place in the industrial sector, such situation is called industrial unemployment. Sixth, educated unemployment. The person is educated, but still he is not able to get a job according to his qualification. That is, at least secondary education or degree he has, but still he is unemployed. That is called educated unemployment.